So I'm sure y'all remember this video. And basically my response to that was, yeah, that was unnecessary. That was traumatic. There was no point in that. Why? But then a lot of people afterwards were like, oh, Gabe, well, the kid was making fun of another kid who had cancer. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's still stupid. Now, the idea behind a lot of people and why they're thinking that that's a good consequence is that they're not spanking the kid. They're not yelling at the kid. The kid is learning what it's like to not have hair, like the kid who has cancer. They're thinking that it's generating empathy. But let me tell you why it's not. Let me tell you why this is an ineffective form of correction. It's not correcting nothing. Let me explain. With all correction, the point is to correct the behavior so it does not have a likelihood of increasing or happening again. The problem is a lot of people are under the mindset that causing pain or trauma is how you end that behavior. That's not entirely true. Because I would like to know what that parent would do if that kid went to school the next day with a nice fade and still talk junk about that same kid. Or what happens when that boy's hair grows back and he still makes fun of that kid? Are you going to make the kid grow his hair back so you can cut it again to try to teach him the lesson again that he clearly didn't learn? In other words, what he did was unsustainable because you gave him an ultimatum that does not have any sustainability past that point. If the worst you can do is spank, eventually that spanking isn't going to hurt anymore. Then what are you going to do? Eventually he's going to get tired of that hair anyway. Cut it off. Then what are you going to do? What's going to be your next form of discipline or correction if the very worst thing you can do you've already done and it still doesn't work? This is why punishments don't work. This is why prisons don't work. This is why isolation doesn't work, because they don't teach what you should be doing. They just tell you what you shouldn't be doing. Now for me, a better punishment for me, I would have told him, hey, since you like making fun of people who have cancer and stuff like that, you finna do extra chores around this house. You finna do chores for other people's houses. Any money that you get is going towards that kid's cancer fund. That's where that's gonna go. Until you understand the value of life and you understand hard work and you understand why you shouldn't be making fun of people. Then we will go to probably like a cancer ward or something like that so they can talk to people who have cancer so you can understand the severity of what it is. Because that's sustainable. That's teaching empathy. That's showing him what it is. That's also developing discipline. That's also establishing structure. But to cut his hair off, something he's been growing for years, because he says something stupid because kids say stupid things in a moment and then cutting it off, that's ridiculous. That is not sustainable. It's not pro-bullying behavior to not cut his hair off. It's pro-bully behavior to continue to bully a child who's bullying somebody else. That doesn't work, babe. That doesn't work. It don't work. This is why I don't like even like trying to parent through fear anyway. I don't want a kid to be afraid of me. I want them to love me, because if they love you, they're going to want to do something to make you proud, not do something so they are afraid of something. That doesn't work. That fear-based consequences do not work. Fear-based parenting does not work. Fear-based anything doesn't work because it's not sustainable. That fear is not sustainable. You always have to up the ante. I ain't got to do that. With love, with patience, they want to do well because they want to see me happy and I want to see them happy. Set these kids up for success. Stop trying to beat these kids down. It ain't going to work no way. Stop trying to beat them down. Meet them where they at. Okay, he says some stupid stuff. He's bullying somebody. Okay, why would you bully a bully? Why would you match that kind of energy? Why don't you teach him why bullying is wrong? Give him the tools to understand how to do something different. Put him in a better situation and teach him how to help another person. Matter of fact, I saw a video not too long ago. This girl was bullying this other girl with her friends. Because her, I guess the girl they were bullying didn't have like money or something like that. The mom took that girl and they went shopping for that girl. The girl that was getting bullied. And then that girl has to use her money to go buy that girl some stuff for her. That's perfectly fine. That's parenting. But the crap that I see here, the crap that I be seeing is ridiculous. And it gotta stop. Before you ever correct your child, think, is it sustainable? What is the lesson I'm trying to teach them? Will it teach them that lesson? Will they understand how to use it moving forward? Whatever skills or tools you're trying to give them, will they be able to use it going forward? If you can think with those thoughts in mind, your child will be great no matter what you do.